Hello guys and welcome back to Unboxo for yet another video. In this video I'm gonna try to show you something which I got at a very little cheap discount store, which is a drain pipe snake. And as you know, if you are in America, if you are in UK, in Ireland, in Scotland, this is something which we have all seen at least once in our lives. It's such an easy tool to use, it's so useful, and it saves you a lot of money. Let me tell you something, guys. Each and every time I see my drain pipe in the shower, it's a little slower. I instantly know it's gonna be, the hair of my wife, etc., etc. So I be like, let me go at it. And this little tool saves my life. I paid it only $3, so maybe you can find it at $1 or $2 or £1 or £2 at your local 1 pound store. And it's such a useful, nifty tool because, first of all, you can use it basically on every kind of drain pipe since it is so pliable and so thin. And second of all, even a little kid can use it, obviously being safe and focusing, etc., in order not to whip your face with it. But it's something that can really save you a buck every now and then. As you can see, you just take the little handle and spin it, and you keep it safely between your thumb and index. And after introducing it into the little pipe, you can even keep it in your fist, whatever, as long as you can spin very easily the little plastic handle. As you can see, this version I got is very cheap, but I'm gonna show you in a second how I use it on my drain pipe, and you will see it's ever so fast and easy. This little spiral goes in like nothing. And as you can see, it's literally a spiral of metal which you introduce into your pipes, and instantly it gets a grip on the situation. Because let's say there is a furball, let's say that you wash your pet in your bathtub every now and then, or there is a little hair clog because your girlfriend has very long hair, or you have very long hair, or your husband, or whatever. This is the perfect tool. It gets in there, it gets the job done. If you retrieve it, you can retrieve the clog. If you push it enough, it destroys the clog. Let's say it's old soap, grimy soap, old grime inside the pipe, etc. It's really, really effective, and you can find it for very cheap pretty much everywhere. In the next video, I think I'm gonna modify one of the two I got because it was so convenient. For €3 I got two of them, and I'm gonna modify it to use it with a drill. So I can make a little snake gun, if you know what I mean, especially if you are from America or England. You have seen unclogging snake guns everywhere, so you know what I'm talking about. Now, the only thing while spinning it is that you have to be ever so careful when you retrieve it or when you open it up at the beginning of your work, in order not to whip your face with it. Only be careful, guys, okay? It's easy to use, but still it's a spiral of metal, so it's pretty springy. It's literally a spring, so springs can be dangerous, okay? So now I'm gonna show you how to use it, how I use it, at least for all the boys and girls out there. If you have never seen a snake, if you have never seen an unclogging device, this is the easiest one you will get, and you will not damage your pipes, your drain pipes, with acids of any kind. And especially if you have very old pipes, we are talking lead pipes, for example, just be gentle. Follow around the lines, follow the curves. Just be gentle, introduce it gently, and spin it little by little, and you will see it's gonna get the job done. You will see the water will slowly start draining again. and you will be happy for the day. Okay, so now, um, as you can see, we are in front of the usual, well, say, bathtub. In this case, it's just a shower drain pipe. And after taking off the plug and taking off the plastic inserts, we are just gonna unleash the beast, just little by little, being careful not to be whipped in our face. And then we start to introduce it just ever so carefully and gently, okay? So remember, whenever you find something which is stopping you, instead of pushing through with extreme force or violence, you just try to be gentle and spin it around a little bit. I'm gonna show you, for example, um, how to use it if you wanna basically turn it around and then uh, do a little bit of in and out action so you can move eventually a clog which is in your drain pipe. And let's say in this case I was already stuck. Okay, of course, you see, I'm not stuck for real, it's just an example. Let's say I was already stuck. What do? I take my handle, take the other part of the snake, and start swirling around. Now, as you can see, it's moving inside the pipe. And what it does is that it spins around inside the pipe looking for the clog. So it, if you make it go in and out a little while you spin it, it's gonna eventually meet the clog material, and it's gonna either break it, so it's gonna break the clog and the water will start pouring, will start, draining down, or you are gonna basically retrieve it, and you will feel while pulling on the snake that it is a little, let's say, a little heavier. So you will know for a fact that you hooked something, and you are gonna retrieve it just ever so gently in order not to lose what you're trying to retrieve. It could be a piece of sponge, it could be really anything, and then it's gonna be resolved. Now, you could be retrieving partially your clog, so you will have to do the same thing you know, every time it gets a little unclogged, but not that much until you have the full result. But it's gonna take you what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's probably gonna save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars or pounds or euros depending where you are, because obviously calling a professional plumber, it's always the better choice. But sometimes we are a little backed up, we are a little tight on the money, so we have to try and do it ourselves. So as you've seen, guys, this is a very particular thing, um, especially in Italy. Let me tell you something. In Italy, since I live here, I have never seen a single person using it. And I am receiving so much good feedback on the video that I did about the unpacking and the using of this little snake, that I really understand so many people have drain problems. And especially in the bathtub, especially in the shower. I mean, we are all human beings, you know what I mean? We all make mistakes. Sometimes, the kids take the dog and they say, "Oh, mom, I want to wash the dog," and the drain fills up with hair. Sometimes we have very long hair and we should be taking care of it, but we let it go, down the drain pipe, and everything gets clogged up. It's the usual problems, I have been taking cold showers for my health for a long period of time, and let me tell you, the soap doesn't really go down that well with very cold water. So it was clogging up. It's all these little things, and we should always be, keeping an eye on it. And with this little tool, we can really keep our pipes very, very clean and our bathroom working ever so nicely. So guys, I love you so much. I thank you so much for your support, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for yet another interesting video. Goodbye from Unboxo.